Welcome to What If Naruto was Madara's and Hashirama's grandson, Part 5. Last time we left off was when they got Gar back from the Akatsuki. So let's get back into the video. The reason why I'm laughing is just because I forgot if Minato died. So yeah, I remember now. So yeah, back to the story. Naruto and the squad went back to the Leaf Village, reporting to Tsunade that the mission was a success. So they all leave. Naruto is in the streets with Akame, getting all types of looks, and they're good looks too, since how highly people talk about him. So yeah. Well, Akame is getting glares from all the girls, seeing how Naruto is in the CRA, and they want to be with Naruto, but Akame doesn't pay attention to them. Naruto and Akame is going to Ichiraku Ramen until Naruto and Akame gets caught up for a mission, and it's just those two. And yes, this is going to be a new arc. This is going to be the food rescue mission. So yeah, back to the story. Naruto and Akame go to the Hokage's office. They ask what the mission was about, and she says that they have an A to an S rank mission. They ask what is it about, and Tsunade says that they need to go and help out the Seven Tails Fu from getting captured from the Akatsuki. Naruto sighs, seeing how he just got finished dealing with Deidara and sorcery from the Akatsuki, but he still goes on the mission. We do a 30-minute time skip. Naruto and Akame just arrived to the hidden waterfall village, and they see Fu is about to be captured and knocked out until Naruto does some hand signs saying which style wood dragon jutsu and capturing the two Akatsuki members. This is being Hidan and Kakuzu. They look to see the nine tails, not nine tails. They look to see Naruto and Akame. When Kakuzu sees Naruto, he says that he's going to kill you and get all the money. Hidan just says that he's going to get some more sacrifices for Joshi. So Naruto and Akame starts fighting. Hidan and Kakuzu fighting Naruto, and Hidan fighting Akame. We start the battle off with Naruto and Kakuzu. They both clash sword against fist. Naruto jumps back, weaving some hand signs, and then saying fire style, majestic to shorty flame, shooting it at Kakuzu. Kakuzu uses his water heart and makes a big water wall, which surprises Naruto, seeing how he has so many hearts, and realizes that this will not be an easy opponent. So he gets in a fighting stance. Kakuzu does too, and Naruto makes 5 wood clones who rushes at Kakuzu. Kakuzu is having a hard time with the wood clones just because they're wood clones and not shadow clones, but is able to take all of them out. Naruto, seeing this, tries to read some hand signs, saying water style, twin water dragon jutsu, and shooting it at Kakuzu. Kakuzu pulls out his water heart again and does water style water wall, creating a lot of water. But Naruto uses this to his advantage and reads some hand signs before saying lightning style and lightning stream, coating his hands in lightning and putting it on the water, electrocuting Kakuzu. Kakuzu, being stunned by this, Naruto takes this as an advantage and creates a Chidori. Naruto runs at Kakuzu with his 3 Tamori Sharingan glaring at Kakuzu and stabs him in one of the hearts, destroying the water heart, seeing as Kakuzu used the water heart the most. We go to the Akame versus Hidan fight. Akame is just dodging and blocking all of Hidan's attacks, not trying to get slashed by his scythe, knowing that if she gets hit by it, she will 9 times out of 10 die from it. Until she finally gets an opening and swings her sword at Kakuzu, slicing him in half. Giving Kakuzu Hidan a deep cut in the side. Akame, not knowing that he's immortal, decides to walk away, thinking that he's done, until she feels a presence right behind her, rushing at her. She hurries and turns around to get kicked in the face by Hidan. She's wondering how Hidan is still up after that big gash in the side, and she sees that it's all healed up. Hidan just starts laughing, saying that he's immortal and there's no way he could kill me. And Akame starts strategizing, thinking how to beat Hidan since he's immortal. Back to Naruto. Naruto is in a heated taijutsu fight with Kakuzu. Naruto finally gets the upper hand, and kicks Kakuzu in the back, sending him flying into the air. Naruto uses this as an advantage, then takes out his katana and put a wind chakra in it, same wind style, one slashing at Kakuzu. But Kakuzu is barely able to use his fire heart and use a fireball jutsu, enhancing. But since the fireball jutsu is like a C rank technique and Naruto's wind slash is the S rank technique, Naruto's wind slash actually beats the fire style, which surprises Kakuzu and destroys his fire heart. Kakuzu then gets in that big, buff, nasty form with laying out all his wires and everything, and he starts rushing at Naruto, using his hardening technique. Naruto, knowing that this will be a hard match, activates his eternal Mangekyo, and then goes into Sage mode before saying Wood Style Wood Golem Jutsu, creating a wood golem that has a wood dragon on it, which Naruto thinks about a new move that he just thought about right now. Naruto desummons the wood golem and then jumps down, but he sits there. Kakuzu hits him in his stomach, but this is what Naruto wanted. He wanted to get kicked in the stomach, and in midair, he weaves some hand signs saying Wood Style Wood Dragon Jutsu, and this hits and bites on This bites on to Kakuzu, latching onto him and not letting him go. Kakuzu was wondering why Naruto just put him in not a water dragon, but a wood dragon, and the wood dragon is not letting go of him until he sees this big susanoo, like a perfect susanoo form, a gray one, and he sees Naruto unsheathing his katana and realizing what just happened. Naruto basically made the wood dragon bite down on Hidan, Kakuzu, so he couldn't move, and summoned his susanoo to slice the wood dragon and Kakuzu at the same time. And yes, I got this from Ninja Storm 4 from Madara's Ultimate. Just leave me alone. So yeah, that's what happens. And Kakuzu is just obliterated by this. He done seen how strong Naruto is. He tries to retreat, but Naruto sees him from the corner of his eyes and says Shinsu Jinsu, whatever I say, 1,000-arm cannon, and launching it at Hidan, pummeling Hidan into a million pieces so he can't reform himself from Kakuzu's threads. And then he buries Hidan, killing him from not being able to eat. From hunger. Naruto and Akame takes food back to the waterfall village, and that's it. They go back to the village, telling that the mission was a success, and that's it. Naruto goes to his house, seeing Sasuke training out in the back, and wonders. if he can probably train Sasuke, but he sees Sasuke getting strong on his own, so he doesn't try. Instead, he just leaves, seeing that if he really wanted to train Sasuke, then he could. So he leaves. We do a time skip. Since nothing really happened, since Sasuke isn't taken by Orochimaru, let's just skip to... And Asuma's still alive since Kakuzu and Hidan was defeated by Naruto. Let's just do to the Great Shinobi War. Yes, that. And yes, I'm gonna be doing Boruto. What I really don't want to, since I don't watch Boruto at all, and I don't have a good plot for it. So I'm just gonna create my own plot and everything else like that. And it's still gonna include Kajin Koji, Kawaki, Jigen, and all of them. So yeah, back to the story. Naruto is the Great Ninja War. The biggest change that happened, before the Great Ninja War started, was the Pain attack, which Naruto demolished Pain, and Jiraiya's death. We skip to the Great Ninja War. Naruto is in the front line since he doesn't have the Master of Biju. No, he's not in the first line. He's with Minma, making Minma helping Minma not be controlled by the Nine Tails. He's inside of Minma's mindscape with Minma. When Minma opened up the gate, they see Minato and Kushina. They see Minato and Kushina see Minma and Naruto. They wondering how Naruto got in there until they think of the thing that Naruto is there to keep Minma in check. So they decide to watch it, and then if they need help, they will help. Naruto is just watching too, but time to time he's shooting a few wood dragon jutsus in there, which surprises Minato and Kushina, seeing how Naruto has the Mangekyo Sharingan and wood style. But yeah, Naruto is just helping out Minma if he's in a bad situation until he sees Minma getting controlled by the Nine Tails hatred. Naruto dashes at Minma, cutting the line between, you know how that thing, the chakra that's connecting the Nine Tails and Naruto? Yeah, Naruto cuts that in half. So Minma isn't getting any more hatred from the Nine Tails. Naruto just says that you need to, when you're absorbing the Nine Tails chakra, think about all the good times. Think about the good times that you had with us, and think about the good times that you would have if your family members are still alive. Then Naruto does something. He activates his Mangekyo, and just to perceive his movements, he's not going to do any jutsus, he's not going to do Limbo, Kotonosu's Kami Tsukiyomi, or Kamui, or anything else like that in it. He just activates it to perceive the Nine Tails movements, and then slams his hand together, saying wood style wood golem jutsu, and makes a big wood golem, surrounded it in this perfect susanoo, make it even stronger. Then Naruto makes the wood dragon, makes a wood dragon jutsu, bite down and clamp onto the Nine Tails, sucking away the chakra. And then Naruto tells Minma that right now is the best time to take the Nine Tails chakra while I am helping you, because I don't have a long time in here. The only reason why I'm in here is just because I'm feeding you a lot of my chakra, so I can stay in here. Minma nods his head thing, and then starts taking Naruto's chakra while thinking about all the good and fun times he had. Naruto is barely holding on, so he decides to give Minma almost all 50% of his chakra, and he stays in the mindscape for longer. Naruto spills how much power he gave himself, so he smirks, saying that he can finally go do his ultimate jutsu, going into sage mode, then saying, Senju, whatever I said, 1,000-arm cannon, and pummeling the Nine Tails. After a minute of pummeling, Minma finally gets all the Nine Tails chakra and goes KCM 1, which he already had, but he had to fight the Nine Tails right now. So yeah, And that's what happens. Minato and Kushina talk to Minma and everything else like that. So the war starts, and Naruto and Minma are with each other, and Killer Bee, but Killer Bee doesn't really. So since Killer Bee sees how strong Naruto is, he knows that Naruto could protect Minma, so he leaves. Minma and Naruto, like the real Minma, goes to the Sen village, and Naruto does too, and find all the Raikage, the third Raikage, and the reanimated Shinobi and all that right there, and then seals them away. But then an interesting person shows up. This is Madara Uchiha. When Madara comes out, he immediately senses a presence that reminds him of Hashirama and him. He looks down instantly and sets his eyes on Naruto. Naruto looks up and sets his eyes on Madara, and he feels a connection with him, just like Madara, just like he did with Hashirama. So he thinks that this is his grandfather too, and which is correct. Naruto and Madara lock eyes for a good 5 minutes, and then Madara takes his eyes off of Naruto and looks at the Shinobi Alliance. Then he sees the Nine Tails. He thinks in his mind how Obito's just a stepping stone and how he sucks for not getting the Nine Tails. But understands how he didn't get the Nine Tails, seeing how his grandson was protecting him the whole entire time. So he jumps down. He's about to go and kill all the ninja, the army, but Naruto steps up, saying that he already knows, telling all the ninja to step back since y'all could feel this chakra coming off of Madara, and telling them that y'all don't stand a chance, but I do. Naruto steps up, and Naruto and Madara both start walking to each other, then start jogging, then start full out running to each other. They both clash in the middle with their fists, and they pull back. Naruto and Madara says this at the same hand styles and says fire style, great fireball jutsu, clashing with each other and dispersing each other's jutsus. Madara is happy seeing how his grandson is strong, but he knows that he has to beat his grandson to achieve peace, which he frowns at and hopes that he could change him. And he starts talking to Naruto, saying that if he joins his plan, and as soon as Naruto hears this, he cuts him off, saying that he will have to seal him, even though you're my godfather, my grandfather, I'm gonna have to seal you. Madara realized that talking to Naruto won't do any good, so he decides to just fight him. They start fighting, blocking and dodging each other's attacks, always, until Madara tells Naruto to stop turning around, and Naruto says the same, both of them activating their 3 Tomoe Sharingans. Naruto and Madara rushes at each other, but Madara gets the upper hand, kicking Naruto into the air, then saying fire style, majestic destroyer flying, and not majestic destroyer flying, Phoenix Fire Jutsu, with Naruto saying water style, twin dragon jutsu, clashing against Madara's, and since Madara's Phoenix Fire Jutsu is weaker than Naruto's water style and is weaker to water attacks, Naruto wins, and Madara has to dodge the water dragon, but in mid-dodge, Naruto kicks Madara in the back, sending him flying, then activates his Mangekyo. When Madara sees him activate the Mangekyo, he does the same, and they rush at each other. Madara, seeing how skillful Naruto is, he decides to go full on strength and activates his Rinnegan and his armor and his humanoid Susanoo. Naruto, seeing that he has the Rinnegan and Naruto doesn't, he takes a big breath, but only seeing his humanoid Susanoo not the perfect, so he thinks that he could win and he activates his perfect Susanoo, but doesn't have the Rinnegan, which Madara notices. So he has a huge smirk, seeing as he thinks he has the advantage. But Naruto does something that Madara didn't expect, and something that he can't do. He goes Sage Mode, and then we some hand signs, slamming it on the floor, saying "Senju, Senju," 1,000 arms cannon, and wrapping the 1,000 arms cannon in the Susanoo. When Madara sees this, he knows he has to activate his perfect Susanoo, which he does with his Rinnegan. And they start at it. Naruto pulling out his katana, pulling out 1,000 katanas with his 1,000 arms, and Madara doing just only two katanas. 4 katanas since he has 4 arms. So yeah, he pulls out 4 katanas while Naruto has 1,000. I could just imagine Susanoo with 1,000 katanas. But yeah, let's get back into the story. But yeah, Naruto pulling out 1,000 katanas and just slicing at Madara's Susanoo, while Madara's Susanoo starts to shatter, but Naruto's Susanoo starts to shatter too. Seeing how Madara's Susanoo is way stronger than any Susanoo, like known to mankind. Not Minato. Madara sees how he only has a perfect Susanoo and Naruto has a perfect Susanoo plus 1,000 arm cannon. He decides to do something that could kill him if he isn't quick enough. So he hurries up and deactivates his Susanoo. But before that, he leaves some hand signs saying "heavily concealed," summoning 2 big meteors and throw them at Naruto. Naruto is shocked by this and kind of scared, and he knows he has to do something. So he takes all 1,000 katanas and slices the meteorites up into little itty bitty pieces. When Naruto does this is when the Kages are off to see a big blue Susanoo, a big blue perfect Susanoo, and a big gray Susanoo fighting each other. They know that the gray Susanoo is Naruto, and they see who's in the blue one. They see Madara Uchiha in the blue Susanoo. And they know that they cannot compete with Naruto, so they just stand back and watch. And if Naruto needs support, they will help him out. Naruto is in his Susanoo, cursing his luck, seeing how Madara has infinite chakra, and he knows that Naruto knows that if he doesn't end this soon, that he will lose. Naruto then makes a wood clone and says the wood clone to Gaara, saying that he will need his sand to seal away Madara. Gaara asks how he's supposed to do this, and Naruto says that when you see an opening to seal him away, make your biggest sealing jutsu and seal away Madara. Gaara hesitantly agrees, seeing how this plan might work but might not at the same time. And then Naruto and Madara deactivates their perfect Susanoos and everything else like that. Naruto just chuckles, saying that he's going to have to use his last resort, and Madara saying he has to do the same. But Naruto doesn't know what he means until he sees that all the cracks of Madara goes away. And Madara has his full power back, seeing that he's alive and everything else. Naruto knows about the reanimation jutsu and how when you become alive, you get all your power back, so he knows he has to do this quick. Naruto makes 1,000 1,000 wood clones. And since he made 1,000, he doesn't have enough chakra to activate the perfect Susanoo with 1,000 arm cannon, but he has enough chakra to make all of his wood clones have the perfect Susanoo. So he makes all 1,000 wood clones have the perfect Susanoo. Well, Madara does 500 clones and makes all of them activate the perfect Susanoo. Naruto and Madara, like the real Madara and Naruto, is going at each other while their wood clones are going at each other. Madara is just beating on Naruto's Susanoo, like beating on it. Naruto knows that he's going to lose if he keeps this up. He reads some hand signs before saying wood style, wood dragon jutsu. And the wood dragon comes out clamping on, not Itachi's, clamping on to Madara Susanoo. And then Naruto uses his Susanoo katanas and slices Madara Susanoo, which puts a huge crack in Madara Susanoo. And Madara knows that he needs to end this soon. Naruto knows that he's almost out of chakra, so he does this. He does something that he knows that if he doesn't pull off, like if he doesn't get the perfect timing, it will kill him. So he tells, not Madara, he tells Menma, he yells out Menma, do a tailed beast bomb, which Menma can do since he has KCM2 now. He does a Biju bomb and throws it at Madara. Since Madara is caught off guard, I'm not caught off guard, but focusing on the Biju bomb to stop it, Naruto makes his he literally has all of his shadow clones bombard Madara's one Susanoo and breaks it. As soon as it breaks, Madara is in midair, and Naruto sees this as his opportunity and seals away Madara. Seals away Madara with his Tosuka blade. When Naruto does this, he has a big smile on his face and then passes out from chakra exhaustion. Naruto's Susanoo dissipates and he starts falling to the ground, but before he can hit the ground, Menma catches him. Then he tells the Kage to get him to somewhere he could rest since he has basically no chakra left. And basically the war happened. That's how the wars happens. Sasuke does, he doesn't does Izanagi since that's going to be pointless. So Itachi puts a Tsukuyomi on Kabuto. Since the Uchiha clan isn't massacred yet, he just puts a Tsukuyomi on Kabuto, and he's healed by Tsunade. So yeah, he put a Tsukuyomi on Kabuto, make him release the reanimation jutsu and winning the war. Because Obito got spanked by Akame, Menma, and Sasuke. So yeah, that's a whole entire war arc. I might cover the last. Wait, no, I ain't gonna cover the last. I'm just gonna do, I'm gonna do the Boruto series, but I'm just gonna make it a new plot since I don't know anything about Boruto. But I'm gonna keep the Momoshiki fight in there just because I like it. So yeah, we do a time skip. Since Naruto was 17 when the war arc happened, let's make him 24. And no, he looks like him. He looks like him, but like that. He looks like Kid Naruto, but just actually grown up. And that's it, yeah. He looks like him, but just grown up. So yeah, Naruto isn't Hokage since he just still wants to become a joining team leader. Then this is when not Menma, but Boruto is born. The son of the strongest ninja alive, which is Naruto, and the strongest Kunoichi alive, which is Akame. Everybody knows that this duo is this son is going to be basically stupid overpowered, since he has the potential to have wood style. He has wood style and the Sharingan. And yes, Naruto has multiple girlfriends, which he impregnated, but by reviving the Senju clan, and let's just say during those time time scope when Naruto turned 24, he is basically the Senju clan has like 1,000 members in it by now. So yeah, back to when Boruto is born. Boruto is born, but he's not gonna be no punk no dummy like he is in canon. Nah, he's gonna be like more chill and understanding. So yeah, and yes, in this time skip, Naruto finally awakened the Rinnegan, and he's close to awakening the Sharingan, but he needs more training to do that. So we go to a 4-year-old Boruto, who is training with Naruto. Naruto is just trying to find out his releases until he sees that, not Minma, but Boruto has the same amount of releases as him, all 5. So he's happy, seeing how his son's gonna be super powerful. And yeah, Naruto teaches Boruto one jutsu for each chakra nature. Naruto teaches Boruto the Chidori, the Chidori, the fire style Phoenix Flower Jutsu, Wind Slash, like the jutsu that he created, or Wind Bullets. What else did he? Oh yeah, Wind Style, Water Wall, and not Wood Style, look. Earth Style, Weighted Boulder Jutsu. And yeah, that's why I'm going to end it off, just because I'm a little tired of the series. I'm probably going to do What If Naruto's and Uchiha next, after the What If Naruto's and Hatake series. Well, yeah, soon, after I drop that, and then I'm probably going to do What If Naruto was from an unknown clan. And yeah, peace.